Here we go.
54. Oh, yeah. Yeah, this is already better.
Hey everybody, and welcome back to the second live stream of the day, and two fantastic live stream topics today. Of course, if you missed the first one, we interviewed Jacob, one of the top devs, and building out a massive DeFi ecosystem on Pulsechain. Checked it out earlier today, was incredible. And of course, now we're looking at the highest of stakes. We're going to celebrate this. I could not celebrate this today. It's amazing. And of course, we just finished up day 200 as well. We'll be quickly covering some of day 200. At least we're a couple hours later, but we'll still be covering kind of day 200 results, quasi. And of course, the highest of stakes officially live on Apple, Amazon, Google Play, and many others. The potential reach is something like 250 million people. And of course, that could play out over a period of time where people are just streaming, surfing the streaming, and then find something they want to watch. And of course, watch the highest of stakes. So it really does get the brand out. Only Hex, of course, has that branding out there in a big way. It is a big deal. So it's going to be fantastic. So I hope you guys enjoy it there. I'm going to put a little poll out in the chat there. Let me set that up because I want to see how many people have either seen it or are going to watch it. So let me just start this poll. Have you watched the highest of stakes? And let's see how they now. Some people may have watched it in the theater itself, like in the UK or United States. Have you watched? Let me see here. Watch the highest stakes on a streaming service. How about like that? Will be quite specific. Yes, I will, and I will soon, I guess. And what else we're going to write there? Soon. Have you watched? I will soon. Yes. And not. Let's just do that. Yes, I will soon. How about that? We'll get on to that one. I think that's enough. And let's start the poll there. Let's get in. All right. Who else has jumped in here? So get in that poll and fill it out. We had a few people in the chat, of course, on this awesome day. This is a huge day. This is a really huge day for Hex. And of course, Pulsechain generally really is amazing. Of course, a big shout out to Richard Hart and many of the team that developed the Hex product. Almost 4 years in operation. We're coming up to the 4th birthday on the 2nd of December 2023. We're only about 3 days away from that. So it really is incredible coming up the 4th year anniversary to be having good global streaming film documentary on all the big major streaming like Amazon, Google Play, Apple, and others. So it's a really cool. Prime as well. It's going to be amazing. Volatile's in house there, trying to find the best way to watch the documentary here in Australia. Don't know if other countries are having the same issue, need a VPN. Yeah, some people are using VPN, but others are saying that the highest of stakes is saying that they're going to try and find more services there. So that's kind of the play for that, and maybe someone else got some tricks around that too. We got Jenna in house there. Hiya, good to see you, Jenna. Excellent choice. Woohoo! Get excited. Absolutely. Xbox One says stream, Superman stream and take 2. Yeah, indeed. That was awesome. Hey, the first stream was fantastic. This stream is great. Having such big things on is awesome. What else there? Adam says, they've got the emojis out. Good to see you, Adam. Archie's in house as well. Hi, all round 2. Ding, 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 ding. And we've got Hexgrad as well. Hey, gang. Good to see you also. All right, let's get into it. Hex on Choice is saying 7. Are you talking about 7 different streaming services at the moment? Yeah, I think they're getting a few more out there too. So stay tuned for that. But let's get into some of the details here. Let's change our view. It's a bit close. Let's change our view here, and we're going to go through some of the X Social platform updates around the Heist of Stakes. So let's enjoy this together. And of course, here is the Heist of Stakes movie official on X Social platform. And this is their post that they put out 4 hours ago. It's official. The Heist of Stakes is officially out in the world and available for viewing. Now available in the below locations. And of course, they've got TV Apple. So we're going to have a quickly look at that too. So let's go look at TV Apple there. Actually, we're going to go to this one here. TV Apple. This is the on Apple TV. So fantastic. You can see all the details. Got the Heist of Stakes there. The real story, the most controversial figure in cryptocurrency and the fastest appreciating asset ever, which is pretty cool. In the feature-length documentary, Muse storytelling documents Richard Hart and the Hex Token to see if he is the new king of crypto or billionaire con man. I like all the details down there and looking pretty good. But it's got a pretty nice looking, the artwork for this is fantastic. I mean, come on. This is going to attract a lot of people when they're watching streaming. You imagine you're streaming through, you're clicking through, and you see this. Absolutely amazing. It's beautiful artwork. It's going to capture the eyes. So hats off for that. We also got, obviously, another one here, Amazon.com. So let's go to Amazon.com. So let's have a look at that. This is the Amazon.com one. It's got a picture of Richard Hart there too. It's got the same synopsis there. And, of course, the rent. You can rent for $4.99. Or you can buy for $14.99 there. It's got some more purchase options. Kind of cool. Give it a thumbs up, by the way. So if you do go on, watch it, give it a thumbs up, give it a review, and help it get trending. That's pretty much what you should do when you're out there. Pretty cool. Rate the video, all that good stuff, and help out with that. So that's kind of cool. That's on Amazon.com. We've also got another one here, play.google.com. So is it Play Google? So that's kind of cool. And let's see what that one's looking like. This is Google Play. It's got the Heist of Stakes there as well. You guys know all this sort of clip. They've got the trailer as well. We're going to play a bit of that on this live stream, so wait for that. Some people put reviews in already. Got 5 stars. I like it. We've got 18 reviews in already. Kind of cool. Only been out for a few hours, so that's good stuff. Will right there. Telmo Silva there. What does he say? Saw in theaters and really enjoyed it. Want to watch it again, so here we are. Great movie, whether you're a crypto enthusiast or not. The real stories get you hooked instantly. Hex Head there says classic Richard Hart, and there's more reviews as well from the looks of all this. There will be, but it looks like we've got 18 and 5 stars on that. So definitely give it a rating and review. Really does help with trending as well, I guess. So those are the 3 of the big majors that have come out today, but there has been more. What do we got here? We got on Apple, Robbie Domeson, a big member of the community. Says the Heist of Stakes has been trending on Apple. So this is Watch Now trending category. And you can see that the Heist of Stakes is trending out there, just brand new out of the gate there as well. So that's kind of cool. Good stuff going on there from that. So kind of cool. So that is from Robbie Damson. We've got another one here from Hexalina. Can confirm the Heist of Stakes movie is trending as top #1 documentary on Apple TV. And the most misunderstood crypto called Real DeFi Hex is changing the entire financial paradigm. Richard Hart was right. And so it's got another cool piece of artwork there, of course, which is awesome. I love that. That's fantastic. So another good post there as well about that. So those were the 3 big ones that have come out so far as well, but we've also got more, and I'm going to repost that as well. I'll copy the link to this in the chat there if you want to check it out. The highest of stakes. Don't forget to tell your friends and family it's out on streaming as well. The community plays a huge role in the network effect, so you guys are really important to spread it around. So get out and do that wherever you are. So that's the Heist of Stakes, and that is the link to the official X social platform account, and with all the links that I'm just showing you there. All right, so number 2, we got some more stuff here. Voodoo.com. So I haven't actually linked on this one here as well. We've got some YouTube as well. Not sure what that's about, but then we got one demand Spectrum and was it Disneyware as well. So it's got a couple of extra ones here. Got the Heist of Stakes on these, kind of cool. Yeah, if you're watching on any of these platforms, definitely leave a like on there. That's on Spectrum. And we've also got this here. This has also got the Heist of Stakes on it. Looking really good. So we're everywhere, man. Everywhere. That's really, really fantastic. And of course, another one here is Voodoo. Not available in this region, but you may it's in the US, and maybe you have to use a VPN to get access to some of these. Like I said before, it was going to go official that there would be some country restrictions somewhere. There's always these financial agreements that they have. They say, and this is just the beginning. So yes, selected US markets for on-demand selected US markets for Dish Anywhere. And this is just the beginning, they say. This is from the official Hex of Stakes team. We are working as quickly as we can to bring it to every corner of the world. So if you're not being able to see it, that is really cool. Don't forget to retweet this out or repost it. Number 4, if you can't get access just yet, don't forget you can purchase the DVD of the film alongside limited edition at highstake.com, so you can definitely hit that up. If you've already purchased, you'll be able to get that shipped soon. And finally, huge thanks to the Hex community for your continued support throughout this wild ride. Know that if this film isn't available in your region yet, we're actively working to make it happen. The world needs to see this story. So good news from the team there. So really, really cool from the Hex of Stakes. Of course, you can go to the Hex of Stakes website and see a lot more information here on the Hex of Stakes website, which is kind of cool. And of course, the team that made this movie, film documentary, has 5 Emmys. So, I mean, we got top-notch people there doing the filming, and you can see that in the quality of the film and a lot of the shots that's out there at the moment. So it's kind of really, really cool. So good stuff happening there. I'm not sure if they've had, what do we got else there? I think that was it from the official team. Now, we had also Richard Hart retweeted out the stuff about half an hour ago. So he's definitely on the know, and he's got all these links that they posted all in one tweet. And he's got his cool image there, which I think is fantastic. Look at that. So the Hex of Stakes movie is on GooglePlay, Amazon, Apple TV, Voodoo, and more. So cool. We'll probably get a few more big majors out as well on that one. And he tweeted it out too. So kind of cool there from Richard Hart. So I'll leave that tweet as well from Richard Hart if you want to go repost that as well. There's the Richard Hart tweet. Tweet. I guess they're posts now, but it's so catchy, the tweet word, isn't it? So that's why keep on saying it. But there we are. Oh, is that one? No, that's this one here. So that's the RH tweet there. You can retweet that out as well. So very, very cool on that one. All right. So what's the big impact of this? Well, it has a huge impact because we get massive brand recognition, massive out of all the cryptos, massive. And of course, if the Bitcoin bull run continues over the next, let's say a year and a half, then we get a lot of kudos there. People begin looking up crypto. They'll see it. They're more likely to click and watch the movie. They're more likely to check out Hex. And obviously, if they're a no coiner, they may start to get interested in crypto and go to Hex first. And this is potentially millions of people. And if they're a crypto person already, it's going to be very easy, low hanging fruit to go check out Hex and Pulsechain indirectly. So I think that's pretty cool. And no other crypto is going to have that, right? The other big brand name, of course, might be Ethereum and Bitcoin, but of course, Pulsechain and Hex going to get a bigger brand name, having their own full documentary. So it is a really big deal, and will probably play out over time there. All right, so it's kind of cool. Now, how big is the streamers? Well, Apple TV's got 25 million paid subscribers. This is sources from Vida, of course. Thank you very much, Vida. Prime Video there is 200 million paid subscribers, and Google Play has 2.5 billion monthly users, apparently, which I thought that was a pretty big number, but that's Google, of course. So pretty awesome. Voodoo has 60 million registered users, and DirecTV has 12 million subscribers. So you can see that's a pretty big number. And of course, there are other providers, I think like Prime and others, that are coming up as well. So a really, really big deal. That's why I've got on the video title, reach up to 250 million, which seems pretty reasonable given these numbers, because it's actually probably more, right? So I kind of took a conservative view on that, because you got 200 million for Prime, 25 million for Apple, 12 million for DirecTV, 60 million for Voodoo, and of course Google Play getting a huge number of the world, 2.5 billion monthly users as well. Now we know that streaming services cover about 1.7 billion people in the world, so that's kind of the max reach at the moment, which is I think about 17% or something of the world. So that is pretty much where we are at this stage. Which is kind of cool. So it is a big deal, and getting people to surf. You guys know yourself, if you're sitting at the TV and you want to watch something new, and you sort of what's on trending, or what, you just start looking through random categories of videos, you come across the Hex of Stakes with the beautiful imagery, then you're likely to click and watch it, and then maybe it might get you interested and find out more. So it's kind of cool. I like that. All right, so we also had some more stuff here from Super Hex. Super Hex is as a Pulsechain Hex influencer. He is the only one, as far as I know, at least the biggest one for sure, that is big on TikTok. So Super Hex is giant on TikTok. He's been very successful there. The only one out of all the influencers that I know of that has done that. And he's now moving on to Hex social platform. I've noticed expanding his reach around Pulsechain and Hex, and does a fantastic job Many of you may have seen him, Super Hex. He says, I just watched the ISA Stakes documentary on Prime Video for the 4th time, he says, and every time I watch it, I am re-enlightened of how powerful cryptocurrency really is and how Hex could be a huge part of the story being written. And you can see his image here of the screen that he's watching it on, which looks so good, doesn't it? Doesn't it look so good? Having your own full documentary on these streaming services does add that extra kudos to it, which is pretty neat. So that is some pretty cool stuff. We've got more Lamont Black. Before we get Lamont back, though, let's catch up in the chat, see who else has jumped in here as well. We got Hex and Troy says, I'm going to stream it on YouTube. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, you wild boy. We got Hex video as well. Thumbs up. Definitely thumbs up there. 100% there from Jay. Everything. Hey, Jay, everything. Good to see you. Superman, what up? Says JJ. Hey, good to see you, JJ. Well, big news is up. ISA Stakes officially live on Apple, Amazon, Google Play, and many others. Don't get much better than that, do you? And, of course, RH for the win, says Lies Beneath. Absolutely. Big shout out to you, Lies Beneath. All right, let's get back into the mix of it and read out one of the star actors was economist Lamont Black, who's really taken a lot of interest in crypto and Hex since that time and has been doing a whole ton of courses at his university and things like that and being very vocal on social media. Now, he says the crypto documentary that I'm in is now streaming the highest of stakes on Amazon Prime and Apple TV. My colleague Kelly Rope there and I are the skeptics who explore the wild world of Hex Token and its founder, Richard Hart. You'll enjoy this feature-length film with its highlights all the controversy of those who think crypto is the future and those who think it's a total scam. And, of course, he says thank you to Muse Story, who made the film, for including me in the film, and to the directors Patrick and Grant for making such fascinating documentary. Also, big thanks to DePaul Business and our Dean Sillen Barr for her support. Dean Barr came to one of the Regal screenings in August, that's in the United States, and gave the movie 2 thumbs up. So that's pretty good feedback. One of the fascinating parts of the story is that Richard Hart has now been charged with fraud by the SEC, and I think this only adds to the importance and timelessness of this film. Watch your view of crypto, watch the film with some friends, and decide for yourself. Everyone has an opinion, but one of my favorite lines in the film is, let's talk about what it really does and stop there. In this movie, you'll learn about the growing world of decentralized finance, DeFi. Some love it, others, some hate it, but whatever you conclude, I think most will agree it's a compelling story. Check it out. So he's got a cool one there, 23,000 views on that. So really cool post from him. I'll leave a link to that if you want to check out Lamont there as well, one of the actors, or at least one of the people in the film documentary. Lamont, there he is. There's the tweet. We got Billy X and Houseset. Lamont gonna teaching classes on T-shares in no time. I think I agree with you there, Billy X. I think he's actually probably talked about it already. He's had a big series on crypto and Hex and Pulsechain have been a big part of that, from what I can tell. So that is the link to Lamont there. Give him a like and leave a comment and that sort of stuff. What else? This is the same post I made on LinkedIn as well. Hope this film will draw a wider audience of people who are crypto curious as they seek to learn more. I think the highest stakes documentary is a great way to sense the drama around this emerging asset class. So pretty nice there. We even got well-known people in our community like Gary Woods saying thanks for the healthy skepticism yet reasoned approach during the documentary filming. I love to participate where you are a guest and so on. So some nice comments there as well. Pulse Honeybee says it's a compelling story indeed, and you did a great job sharing your position, understanding of the topic. So some really nice feedback there. All right, kind of cool. Now that is kind of the highlight there. We're going to have a little look at some of the video of how it played out. So as you guys know, I've often played the intro to the movie. So there was a movie showing in the United States in August, and then of course that went very well, got in the top 20 if I remember rightly in the box office. And then, of course, the movie also went to the UK. That was like the first phase, was going to movie screenings. And then it went to, I think that went through Cineworld. And then, of course, it's got now phase 2 has launched. And they were very quiet about that. Mum's the word. They weren't allowed to say much. And, of course, now we're globally streaming on all these top-tier streaming platforms. It really is cool. And it will play out big time during the bull market when people get really excited about Bitcoin price and then go, wait a minute, I've seen this documentary. I better go watch that, or have watched it and go check out Hex. So it's kind of cool. Good to see Blair in the house, by the way. All right, let's play out a little bit of this just to give us a bit of a taste of what the film documentary is like. And I think we've got the first video here, so let's check it out.
You to the highest of stakes premiere. I really hope that you guys are going to enjoy it. These guys put blood, sweat, and tears for years into this project. Wasn't my idea. Didn't have anything to do with the production. Didn't have anything to do with anything. I was just in a bunch of scenes. Yay. I'm a movie star. No, I'm a clown. The me that you see in this film died, so enjoy it. Humble me is what exists now. What I wished that everyone would get is that there's only a few things in this world that can really change man's relationship with government, man's relationship with money, man's relationship with his time. Right now, we've got the highest inflation we've had since I've been alive, and that's 43 years now. I'm not a spring chicken anymore. And we've got banks collapsing, and we've got bailouts, and all of the things that people predicted would come true that are the reason that cryptocurrency was invented are happening. You know, there's certain countries that you may not have been to that this is life or death for them. You know, high inflation countries where their money is worth, you know, half as much at the end of the next year as it is this year. You got to get your money out of those currencies. And the dollar is not one of those currencies yet, but historically, about every 50 years, fiat currencies fail. Like it's very hard to have a fiat currency backed by nothing that lasts longer than 50 years, it seems. And, dollar's been around for a while. So I hope you guys enjoyed the movie. You know, I feel that it's wildly important for you to understand that the future really is digital. It really is cryptocurrency. And if you can get around the gatekeepers, if you can get the word out, if you can get people to learn about something that could really change the future, everyone gets rich together. When you get rid of all the middlemen and you get rid of all the waste and you get rid of all the inefficiency, that value, it goes somewhere, and it goes to the people that deserve it, the people that believed. Enjoy the film, everybody.
Is Richard Hart. Genius.
Legendary.
The arrogant, bit of a narcissist.
The benevolent king.
$250,000. Hate me. I'm farther than you'll ever be in your whole life.
Whatever the governments have been doing, it's not worked out. You've never had worse interest rates. Your money has never been worth less than the only thing that's making it better is cryptocurrency.
Crypto is money without governments, and it is money without banks.
You're not going to meet another product like this as long as you live. Yes, every scammer in the world is going to tell you something similar.
Good morning, everyone. Are you ready to look for some fraud this morning?
They are promising 40% annual return.
Everything I have worked for is staked in Hex.
Good.
I put it all in.
All what?
All of our house money. No, I don't think that it's a scam. Because I trust Richard Hart.
If ultimately this is all a big performance art project, people are gonna get fucked.
So that
You're
means
lucky it works at
I
all.
should trust you.
Listen, I think you should trust me, but if you get into the habit of trusting people like me, you get the crap scammed out of you.
All right, so that was really a celebration, a tribute to the fact that the Highest of Stakes film is now on the Highest of Stakes, officially on Apple, Amazon, Google Play, and many other streaming platforms, and the reach could be 250 million or more. It is really incredible, and I know it's going to have a big impact over time, so it's really, really cool to get over the line. That's a huge effort to do that by the Highest of Stakes team, and it's no mean feat, right? So very, very good news. All right, who else has jumped in here? We got Brian jumped in late, of course, and we got Wookie in there as well. Wookie loves sheep. That's nice, Wookie. No one really understands what Wookie's saying, but we tried to interpret it, and we try to do that as much as we can. What else there? Theo says, how do we watch this in New Zealand? Well, you probably have to get a VPN or something to watch that, I guess. I haven't actually tried yet. We were trying to work on that right now, so we'll see how we get on and let you know in Discord. All right, let's jump over to the usual wrap up today. I'm going to just quickly do day 200, which is another big day. We're a couple of hours late, of course, from the normal time. Normally, we covered the live stream at the end of the UTC day, but we're going to do our best to give us a day 200 result update, and let's get into it. All right, so let's move on. We've got the stock market pretty much. It had a decent day. It was up about 0.25% for the Dow, up 83 points to 385,400. About 0.1% for the S&P 500. That was up 5 points to 4,555. And then we had the Nasdaq up 0.3%, 40 points to 14,281. So a pretty good day in the stock market. And the volatility pretty much blank there. And the US dollar is down versus its trading partner at 102.5. So that's actually down quite a bit on the trading partner in the last probably the last month. Actually, it seems like it's down quite. Look at that, US dollar going down quite a bit. Looking at the commodities, let's see how the oil's doing. Oil looks like it's pretty flat there, $76 and $81 for West Texas and Brent oil respectively. Gold is still rising, folks, and of course up 0.4%, $8 to 2,045. And of course, some people have been calling for $3,000 gold, and it's definitely moving on up on the high side there on the old gold. So if we actually max out the gold chart, you can see it's really up at these all-time high levels. Really is incredible. Silver there is at $25, also making a break to the upside. And of course, this drive towards potentially the market expecting maybe a pivot in interest rates next year. We could see silver really rally. Some people are calling $100 to $125 for silver, so we'll keep a lookout for that. We have got some big news coming up, of course, with OPEC. So we're waiting for their meeting on Thursday, and we'll see how that impacts the oil prices at the time. So that's the crypto market. Stock market. That's doing pretty well. Moving to crypto, Bitcoin just dropped below at 38,000 earlier. So we're really testing that 38K mark. And as you guys know, that 39 was kind of the break-even part for the last bull market. And so really we need to break all that, the 38 to 39, and get into 40K. And then we're on potentially for a mini bull run, right? So we're talking about the high 40s, 50s in that mini bull run. So let's see how we go. We're running up, of course, to time in the 10th of January. We're expecting potentially some of the 12 Bitcoin ETFs get approved. We've got 90% chance, as a lot of analysts have said, and then maybe some of the 7, 8 Ethereum ETFs as well. So this is the biggest event in crypto history, as it will potentially open up the floodgates to the biggest financial markets in the world, like BlackRock and others. So it's a big, big deal. All right, so Ethereum there at 2,053 has managed to rebound about $50. So 1.5% as well, and Bitcoin's up 2.3%. So not too bad there on the charts. I just have a feeling they're going to try and make the break over the 40K. And Ethereum, if we get to 2,400, it could be game on with the bullish crypto markets. And that's going to be good news for Pulsechain as well. And of course, combine that with the highest of stakes news, really could get some nice sentiment playing into the Hex chart. And maybe we'll get some sort of a massive move on Hex as well. All right, Solana is the standout today, 6.7% at $50.47. Everything else is kind of up slightly with a few exceptions there. Uniswap actually, which was doing well yesterday, I think is down a little bit today. So that is the crypto markets. Let's jump over to Pulsechain, day 200. Now this is day 200 plus a few hours. So we're about 4 or 5 hours afterwards. So we're kind of into day 201, but we'll just pretend it's 200. We're at quadruple 0594, up 6.5%, and we're 59% of the sacrifice price. So it's nice to see these getting a bit of a nice little positive attention here from maybe the highest of stakes documentary and the crypto being up as well. We got Pulsex there at quadruple 0175, up 8.3%. That's good news. The buy and burn at the moment is 573 billion has been bought up and burned. That is so good to see. 2.78% of the public supply has now been bought up and burned, which is great. The incentive token is up 5.9% at 69.7 cents, and of course, 69 cents. And of course, the ratio is at 11,783. We've got probably about 7.5 million in supply, and we've had 115,000 burnt through the TRA. TRIRH protocol from Jacob that we interviewed earlier today. PHEX, though, is making the big move. The double digits and the highest of stakes is helping to give that premium, I guess. We had a nice big whale come in and pump that. It's up 13.2%, and we got 1.09 cents on PHEX, and we got 6200th of a penny on EX there, 1.71 cents combined. So still super cheap by comparison to what we had a couple of weeks ago. We got all the way up to 3 cents combined, so we're still really cheap from there, 1.7. But you know, sometimes when we get down to the bottom, there's we bounce off it, and then we have a little bit of pain for a while, and then suddenly it moves faster than you can imagine to the upside. So just watch out for Hex. Don't get caught out with the old Hex tricks there. Let's look at Pulsechain at the moment. This is Pulsechain, and of course we can see that we've bounced off the pretty much the Bollinger Bands, not quite the bottom, but definitely bounced up there. And we've had 2 on our second green day at the moment. So let's see how we go on the Bollinger Bands. Like I say, we had been plenty of room in the RSI to move. We're only at 45, so fingers crossed on that. Looking kind of good. PulseX is also up on the double digits day. We're at 1742, and kind of similar story. And the RSI is definitely pretty good. So we could have a nice little rally on PulseX too at 44. Moving to incentive token, of course, let's have a look at the ratio. We're going to have a quick look at that. And the ratio is pretty much moved sideways there for 2 days. And we're starting our third day in the 11 to 12,000 range. So it's looking not too bad as well. PHEX there, this is the big pump. We got the big pump for the streaming, I guess. And of course, that happened a couple of hours ago, which is great news around the streaming. And we got a big whale come in. We had $470,000 come in there on this pair, and a pump we did. We got all the way, we went from, what were we, 1 cent, we went all the way to 1.1 cent, and we're currently at just under 1.1 cent at the moment. So a nice little pump there for the old Hex on the hourly. But moving to daily, is the daily there, nice, big, strong green candle, and we're up almost 14%. So watch out for this chart, because it really might do something special. And of course, the other thing is that our RSI was really cool. We're pretty much at 47 now. I've been saying this for days, right, about the MACD. Watch it for crossing. It looks very good now. So MACD looking pretty attractive there, almost about to cross. Moving to EHEX, of course. EHEX, pretty similar story there. 6200th of a penny. And of course, maybe we might get some relativity play in the future where it tries to move to parity with EPX. We'll see how we get on with that. And the RSI is still pretty cool on that too, all the way down at 45. That's pretty much EHEX. Looking at our top movers in the PRC20 categories, we're going to look at that in a second. But before we do, let's see how many validators we've got running. We've got quite a few of them. So 50,869. So we've lost a few validators the last couple of days, but we still are, the people's chain, and everyone is validating the blocks and transactions. We're 1.63 trillion off the market, so just below 11% of the total supply is off the market at the moment, and we're waiting for liquid loans. Now that Fetch Oracle is launched, we're waiting for liquid loans in Power City to unleash the liquidity forks onto Pulsechain, and there's multiple benefits from that, really, really huge. So that is looking good, and the gas prices have been particularly cheap on Pulsechain. We've still got very cheap gas prices, 200,000 beats, so enjoy it while it lasts. We've got 4/10 of a penny for a PulseX swap, 300th of a penny for a Pulsecoin transfer, and 800th of a penny for a PRC20 transfer. So super cheap and super fast to do business on Pulsechain. And of course, we're 5,400 times cheaper than Ethereum. $20.35 to do a swap on Ethereum at the moment, but of course, it's only 4/10 of a penny on a PulseX, so pretty cool. We've got cheaper than Bitcoin. We're 6,200 times cheaper than Bitcoin, and it's $1.64 to send some BTC at the moment. So pretty cool. And if you pay $1.64, but it's probably going to take you 24 hours. I bet you'd take you 24 hours to get it. So that is kind of it with the old day 200 / beginning of day 201. So that was kind of cool. 200 days, man. Yeah, baby. And we're on 201, so we're on the move up towards 300, I guess. So that's kind of good news. We're going to have a look at the top PRC20s. DAI has managed to make a comeback. It's up 5% at the moment, and look at this thing. It has defied the odds, and we are up. Look at that. Bam. Can't keep a PDAI down, apparently. Is it going to get to $1 eventually? We'll see. We'll see. We've got Wrap Bitcoin at the moment at $77, down 1.4%. A Troper is up 4%. A Teddy Bear is up 2%. Treasury Bill is up 3% there amongst the bigger liquidity pools. Now, two big meme coins, SHIB is up 8%, and Pepe is up 10% as well. And of course, SHIB hadn't really been doing much, right? SHIB had not been doing much for the last couple of days. It has managed to make a bit of gain here on the old SHIB token. And I guess Shib and Pepe, we'll see whether they get some prominence on the 9-inch decks at some stage, since 9x is kind of focused around the meme coins. We'll see how we get on them. And that's some of the highlights from the top liquidity pools. Just having a look through some of these others. That's probably enough to talk about those. Let's go to the meme coins and have a quick look at those. Mega, Make Ethereum Great Again, is down 11%. Axis, though, has managed to rebound at $3,100, is up 17%. So Axis is one of the influencers in the space and a TA specialist in the Pulsechain Hex community. Reflux there is up 3%, and Hex Orange Address is up 8.7% at the moment. Hex Orange Address doing pretty well. In fact, this chart looks kind of bizarre. Look at this chart. This chart is crazy. Look at that, 1.2 cents at the moment, has not come back down. So that's kind of good news from them. What else is looking good there? I think that's it. There's quite a few moves. Everything's looking pretty green, which is good news for you and your portfolio. Looking at final category, of course, category number 4, we've got the Pulsechain projects. We've got Algo is up 9%. That's a Hex type of project. Let's have a look here. What else we got? Spark, 9-inch Pulse is actually at 1% at the moment. Spark Swap is up 4%. What else is up there? P-Drip is up 7%. That is the RI protocol, of course. Tetra is up 5%. Now, Tetra is the one to watch. Keep a lookout for that. They've got lots of cool technology coming to Pulsechain. Just like we talked with Jacob about all his stuff, Tetra is another one that's bringing a lot of tech to Pulsechain as well. So we're looking forward to that. TRH is up 5%. Speaking of Jacob's one, Patius, of course, is up 3.5%. Now, if you want to use a if you want to use a DEX aggregator, Patius is definitely a go-to, like PortalX. Definitely check that out, but it has MEV bot protection too. Mitra is down 5% at the moment, the big NFT market. But BBC token is, what's this one there? Up token. So we might have some news coming up with Up token. Of course, that's the liquid loans related projects. So we're going to probably have some news coming up for that. So stay tuned. You never know your luck. We're going to have a lot more interviews on the channel. So yeah, it's going to be fun leading up to Christmas. Up 19% is the old Up token, looking good. We've got Texan token up 14% as well. So well done to Rags to Riches and the Crypto Heartbeat. They have been streaming on a consistent basis. So a big shout out to them. They're doing well. And Texan token up 14%. Daytona had a big day today. They were pumping out X platform tweets. And look at that, up and away for Daytona. You thought they might be out and down and out, but no. Apparently they're coming back, and that is their comeback at the moment. So let's see where they go with Daytona Finance there. One of the protocols that did particularly well when it came out, if you remember. All right, what else we got going there? I think that's kind of some of the highlights there. Ophir token, like Texan token, up 12%. Pulse LN, the big on-ramp that I talked about yesterday or the day before, is up 12% as well. Doing a great job, super fast on-ramping. BNB chain, Ethereum, Optimism, they've really got super fast. Just be careful with the rates that you get. Make sure you're getting a good rate because they have limits on those super fast on-ramps there. But also has Bitcoin Lightning Network as well, so that might be useful to some people out there with Bitcoin that want to onboard the Pulsechain. Plant token is up 12%. What else is looking good here? Yeah, 45% there. Let me just scroll through some of these. And we got, yeah, it's pretty much the endowment tokens doing pretty well. Some of the DEX is doing well today, and some of the tech companies as well. So it's kind of cool. That leads us on into quickly 9-inch. I just want to have a quick little nosy at 9-inch to see what that chart actually looks like with the shape of the chart. Yeah, we're pretty much still well below the sacrifice price at the moment, at least on the Pulsechain side. And I have the price around about 1,567. So how far is that down? That's down about 35% from the sacrifice price, but doesn't include Ethereum, which is extra value. So just to remember that, need to be adjusted, but that's 35% on the Pulsechain side. All right, so kind of cool. We will see how that goes. Now, some of the news that we've got coming out, of course, is expecting in the Pulsechain roadmap. Let's check that out about future projects. Let's have a take a look at that. We'll add back the overlays so we can see the projects that are coming up. Now, obviously, we had a pretty in-depth discussion with Jacob about the the PUSD Algo one. So that's this one here. We had a big update about that today. Check out that video. If you want to participate, of course, in the PUSD Algo, definitely use the link, the referral link in the top of the video description. You're going to get 19% bonus, which is really the second highest one you can get. The other thing, of course, is if you do have $1,000, you'll get a random X bonus as well, which could be between 1.01 and 2%, and 2, sorry, as a factor. And so that's a big deal. So if you get a high referral and then you're lucky enough to get a good random number, you'll get a massive amount of tokens for the PUSD algo. And if you haven't checked out the video, check it out earlier today. It's going to be a mega ecosystem, I think. So definitely do your investment due diligence though before participating in the sacrifice. All right, so yeah, and we're gonna have another live stream with Jacob. We're gonna talk about TYH V4 probably, TYCZ DeFi Binance, which is another mega project. But this one's gonna be on BNB. PUSD algo is gonna be on Pulsechain. TYH V4 is gonna be a major upgrade that's coming up on Pulsechain 2, and of course PulsePot there as well is going to be launching on Pulsechain, and that needed to wait for the Fetch Oracle to do that. So we're waiting for that too, and hopefully we're gonna have a live stream with Jacob coming up soon about that. The other thing, of course, is Fetch Oracle is out now, so liquid loans must be any day. So we're waiting for liquid loans at Power City and Barista from Magic Copyright 369. They're coming as well, and Win-Win as well. So everything in blue here is reliant on the Fetch Oracle. So we're waiting for that to launch. 9mm V3, we're waiting for they've launched V2, we're waiting for V3 to launch. And of course, the last big update we got from them was V3 is very soon. So hopefully we'll get that soon from 9mm. They're obviously a little bit late there. V3 decks coming from them as well. The other thing, of course, Tetra staking pools were supposed to be out. We're going to have to rejig some of these dates, but Tetra staking pool, I think, has been deferred until the limit orders being fully worked on, and putting limit orders on Pulsechain, which will be the first limit orders for Pulsex pretty much. I guess we're waiting for that. That's going to be fantastic. Now, it's going to be routing through Pulsex pools as far as I know, and not just like if you're on 9-inch, you can get limit orders. But that's going through the 9-inch liquidity pools, not for the Pulsex ones. So we'll wait to see how that all ends up, but that's pretty good news. Atlas as well, it's coming down the pipeline. I guess we might get it in December. So that's one of their big technologies. So they've got two big technology plays coming, and that's one of them. So fingers crossed we get that too. And yeah, really excited about what's coming there from the Tetra team, one of our top technology companies, or teams, I should say. Looking forward to that. So that leads us into the Hex Daily Stats, and of course we're going to check that out, hex.com. Let's check out the results that we had today. Day 1457, the 28th of November. We had the price at 6200th of a penny, up 9.4%, so congratulations. The payout per T-share, 6.672. No change in the share rate. The average mine length, 7 years. The APY for existing miners, 38.72%. T-shares are dropped, 1800. We've got 9,733,000 in the ownership pool that are T-share mining. And of course, the lock percentage of coins, 9.4% of the Hex is locked on the Ethereum chain. We had very low penalties today, 48,000. We got just under 865 million Hex in the reward pool that all the T-share miners will get. The growth in the numbers, up 16 liquid holders, up 5 miners. We've got 119,741 miners on the old Ethereum chain. Moving to Pulsechain, which was day 200, right? Day 200 here is the 28th of November. And of course, we were over 1 cent, so that's good news, up 3%. And the payout per T-share is 6.663, so congratulations. Share rate, no change. Average mine length, just under 6.9 years. The APY, 37.76% for existing T-share miners. Interesting number. Of course, that's used in the highest of stakes film documentary, around the 38. So we're pretty much on the ball there. So it's delivered. And we're in the 4th year, the end of the 4th year. We're only 3 days to go. So, that movie needs to be adjusted for the reality of what's going on. We got down 1,100 T-shares there. We got 9,785,000 T-shares in the ownership pool. Let's go to the lock percent of coins. 9.67% of all Hex is locked on the Pulsechain. We got pretty good penalties though, 600,000 with 65.2 million Hex in the reward pool. That goes to the T-share miners. And of course, the growth numbers, we're up 39 liquid holders. We're up 73 miners on the Pulsechain, and almost, basically we've got 124,660 miners on Pulsechain. So looking pretty good, folks. And of course, we started day 1458 on Ethereum and day 201 on Pulsechain. Hex.com, folks, check it out. And, if you need any help, get into our Discord. We've got a crypto helpline, which is pretty neat. The big news around Hex, not just the highest of stakes coming out, but we have major news as well. And that is Hex Scout is about to be launched. Now, this is going to be the all-in-one app for Hexskins. So to onboard people, ease of use is going to be a big, big deal. As you guys know, Richard has moved a lot of the products that he's launched to full DeFi. That means people will have to download their own front end in most cases on their own computer. But there are going to be third-party services, and this one is probably going to be the go-to, the Hex Scout. The Hexskins most powerful app. Manage your portfolio with ease. Seamlessly onboard new Hexskins. Enjoy the best market overview. This is a major thing, and the timing with the highest of stakes is perfect. And I think it was pretty well planned there. Looking really good. So apparently they're going to have an official launch. I think it is on KDP's channel. We'll be covering it on full and getting the team hopefully on the show to do a run through as well. So we'll be getting onto this. After all, this channel is called Hex Token Channel, and we're going to be covering it. So are you ready to go viral with Hex? Then let's go with Hex Scout. You're all in one. So some people were complaining, it's not so cool to have the official front end down, but hey, look, at least we've got the good third-party offerings, and this thing here looks like it's going to be a game changer. It's going to be on Apple Store and Google Play, so that should meet a lot of people's needs. It's going to have portfolio and wallet. You're going to be able to track and manage all kinds of stakes, so that's really cool. There are some other trackers out there at the moment, but they do have some errors. I noticed that Fatty does not record Big Payday, for example. There are a couple others that miss out, GoPulse, even GoPulse, which I like a lot. I use it every day, but apparently that's also missing details as well. That doesn't have the breakdown. So this is going to fix up all those different other portfolio managers that don't quite get there. They're good, but they're not quite accurate. Track and trade your assets as well, and of course manage support through the Telegram bot. So they're going to have that too. So looking really excited for this. We're going to have some cool stuff. So they're going to have Etherscan replacement as well with their Block Explorer. It's going to be cool. They're going to pull stakes on there as well. So the Maximus team is doing pulled stakes. Magic Cup Ride 369 has got their Steakhouse coming up with pulled stakes. So it's going to be really cool. We've got Pool Party as well. Lots of stuff happening in the space there. So we're going to have a lot of cool things. You're going to be able to swap as well in the app. That's going to be useful. Swap Hex and all Hex system tokens at favorable rates. Protect yourself against bot attacks as well, and use the best UI available. You can see the UI is looking pretty attractive there. In fact, I might just make that a bit bigger. It's going to have credit card on-ramps as well. So that's going to be major. Acquire Hex effortlessly within minutes. A credit card is all you require. So they've really put everything together here. Liquidity calculator as well. Calculate trade slippage, assess market price impact, and obtain comprehensive overview of liquidity. Track all your stats as well. Easy to understand Hex price chart, and the most important metrics. Customize it as you like. So looking really good. Obviously, pulled stakes going to be a big deal, especially as we have these two new products launched for Hex. Hex is continue to grow. But this product's offerings, and now we have a wonderful onboarding tool about to launch as well. It's going to be really neat. It's going to have the best Hex ranking as well. Track your overall ranking, level up to the next league. As you guys know, whether you're I guess a dolphin or a shrimp or whatever you are, this is going to be great for you to be able to keep track of that within the Hex ecosystem based on the number of tissues you have. Apparently, they're going to have infotainment at your fingertips as well. Access the finest curated news for Hex Universe. Stay ahead of real-time movements, the noise filter for Twitter, etc. And that's going to be really neat. So join the adoption wave, the number one onboarding tool. You'll be able to onboard all your friends with us. And I know that I'm not sure if Brian's in the chat, but he would love this tool because he's onboarded over 100 people into Hex. And so this will be fantastic. The first step-by-step tool for Hex onboarding, understand Hex and stake in 10 minutes, and the simple global method to connect with Hex. So looking really good. Look at this thing. Fantastic. The leading one-to-one Hex support. Receive support in your wallet, buying and staking. Get a personal call to answer your questions. They really have gone the extra mile here. There's going to be lots of cool things you can do. Pro mode as well. You can experience some advanced features. They got a watch list as well for your favorite tokens, I guess, and multiple device support. So you're going to be able to do it on all sorts of different devices, mobile, desktop, etc. And you can be able to download it soon on Apple Store and Google Play. So I think that's going to be launching within the next 24 hours. So wonderful news all around. I did say Hex has still got it going and doing pretty well, isn't it? All right, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was epic. That's how we say it. That was epic, which is a YouTuber as well. Let's see here. The Pharaoh says, oh no, we've jumped on it. Rod Fitzpatrick, I'm hoping to watch in a cinema here in Sydney, says Rod Fitzpatrick, for the highest of stakes. Refine says, I signed the petition, just finished watching the highest stakes. Cheers, says Refine. Well done on that one. And Amazon Prime, yeah, apparently Hex Fetty. Someone watched it on Amazon Prime. I just covered that earlier. It's on YouTube in the States. And great production, says Refine. Nice one. All right. Is that it? Is that what we're up to? Are we up to that? I think we are. We got one comment here by HexForce1. Looking forward to Hex Scout. I think so too. It's going to be wonderful onboarding, especially now that we're going full DeFi. People will still like to be, have it all in one. So that's going to be the super DApp. And I think, was it David Feder that was involved with that, or Alex McFerder, one of the two? I forget which one was involved in that with that broader team that executed the Hex Scout. Hex Scout really is going to be the one, the all-in-one app that people can use, and should have accurate stake amounts and stuff like that. So I think it's going to be fantastic. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed today's extra show. We're going to wrap it up here, and I'll be in Discord, of course. I'll see you all there. If you haven't joined our Discord, we do have some awesome stuff going on. We've got general memberships. If you want to join Discord for general membership, it's $5 a month. That's basically 16 cents a day. You get all the greatest information, a lot of intel, and of course the best community. There's also a crypto helpline as well. The other thing, of course, if you want to join the Strategy Club, which is not officially launched, we'll be launching it officially soon. Then you can get on our third session coming up, which is going to be a big one with Jacob again, but in an intimate setting in our Discord chat there for Strategy Club. And it's going to be quite a different scene where people are going to be asked questions and stuff like that. It's going to be really, really neat. One of the top devs, so it's going to be pretty awesome. We've also got a fourth Strategy Club session coming in after that, which you don't want to miss, which is going to be related to liquid lines. I'm not going to tell you what it is, but that's coming up as well. And it's going to be a big, big one. Strategy Club on Hex Token Discord is going to be epic. And we're about to go to full launch there between the third and the fourth strategy session. You don't want to miss that. Now, if you missed out on the first two sessions, then you can still get in there. The first one we did was on TYRH, I think it was. Actually, I got to remember. Archie might remind me in the chat there. And the second one was on the Titan X project. So we had someone in the a data analyst in there to give us the stuff on that. So you don't want to miss it. It's the extra inside intel, and it's really, really great to be in the Strategy Club. All right, there is the link. Thank you so much, Lies Beneath. That is the link to join up, either general membership or the Strategy Club. If you do sign up for Strategy Club, which is $35 a month, you will also get the general membership included, which is pretty neat. Archie says it's PUSD Algo was our first session. Sorry, Archie. Yeah, it wasn't TYRH. It was PUSD Algo. That was the first one, and there's a wonderful presentation saved in the resources there in the Strategy Club. Fantastic. And of course, we build upon that with Jacob today, and we're going to be building on that with our third session coming up. It's going to be amazing in the Discord chat there as well on the Strategy Club. So looking good. Yeah, excited about this project. It's going to be pretty epic. If you haven't seen the first live stream earlier today, check it out. And of course, join Strategy Club, and you'll get to see Archie's 5-star presentation. It was amazing. So see you in there. All right. I think we'll wrap up there. I'll see you in Discord. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share, hit the bell, all that good stuff. Let's play out a tribute to Richard Hart, of course. Let's do it. And what do we got here? I think we're going to play that one. No. Actually, let's do this. We're going to play this. We're going to play a little clip of Richard Hart when he launched Hex. He launched Hex back here on the 2nd of I think this video is actually from the 3rd of December 2019. This is a little clip of the excitement that Richard Hart had when he launched Hex almost 4 years ago. So I'll play just the beginning of this clip. Enjoy. Take care, everybody. Bye for now. See you later.
Hello, everybody. I've waited a very long time for this day. It's finally come. I'm very happy. So let's talk about what happened. We've had the contract done, the code that makes Hex what it is, for a good long while. And we just wanted to make sure absolutely everything was right. So we got 2 independent audits from 2 different auditors. We got a mathematics audit. That's 3 audits. They're expensive and they're time consuming. And they do 2 things. They, 1, convince you that there's no bugs. And 2, they present that evidence to the audience in a format that they can understand. So if you look on hex.win right now, down under the security tab, you can see how to use hardware wallets with MetaMask, which is the wallet that we suggest for Hex. And you'll also see the mathematics audit and one of the security audits. Now, touch-up needs to be done on this. They need to be super duper finalized and prettied up. We'll get there. Since the bug finding phase is over, no reason to delay. What else? So the contract was supposed to launch at 7 p.m. EST, and I think we're 5 hours late. I'm not even sure how many hours late. And what that's going to do is it's going to make this first day, the adoption amplifier, where people send Ethereum in and it gets transformed into Hex, it's going to make it a little shorter. It's not actually going to have any effect after this day. So, actually I could look at the wallet. I've got the wallet and browser here. Wrong computer, streaming computer. I don't have the wallet. I don't have the browser here. So if you go to hex.win right now, or if you want a 10% bonus, pumpamentals.com, you can click anyone's ref link. It's going to give you that same bonus. There's nothing special about pumpamentals.com. It's just the one that I talk about a lot. You could go to anybody else's. You'll still get the same 10% bonus. It works on the adoption amplifier where you transform ETH into Hex, and it also works on the free claim. Now, free claims will open. So here's the phase that we're in right now. The phase that we're in right now is there's a contract. It has all the game theory in it. It has all the logic in it. It has all the security in it. And for you to be able to talk to that contract, to be able to run that code, you either need to be really, really smart and go on something like etherscan.io and use their write contract feature, which allows you to interact with smart contracts manually. It's harder. Or you can do the easy way and go to go.hex.win. That's go.hex.win. I suggest you use https://. We like that security, the S. So if you want to run this code, so in Hex, you are the network. You mint your own coins, just like Bitcoin. If you're a Bitcoin miner, you brute force, find a hash of a nonce that has a number of, starting zeros in front of it. And that's the difficult problem that you solve. It's not actually difficult. It's just energy consumption. It's literally the dumbest math you could possibly do, but you're doing a lot of it. It's not actually a difficult problem. It's just an energy intensive problem. So Bitcoin miners mine their own rewards, and Hex stakers and people that use the adoption amplifier also mine their own rewards. When you open up MetaMask, you have to tell it where the contract address is of the software that you want to run, because you are the network. You are the only one that can mint your rewards. You're the only one that can stake your coins. You're the only one that can claim your coins. There are no coins unless I haven't even looked at the contract. I haven't even seen how many people are using it. We tested it and everything was perfect. And then I started prepping to talk to you guys. I'm seeing reports in chat that there's 560 Ethereum in there right now. Great. So how do people get 560 Ethereum into the adoption amplifier? Well, they went to go.hex.win, or they're really smart and use the manual way. And there's a tutorial, there's a guide on the front page of hex.win. It's the second video down. First video tells you why we're doing all this stuff, to replace the banks and do things Bitcoin can't do, even though it's great software, even though it's got, tons of really good things going for it. There's just some things it can't do, and it's never going to be able to do. So it only pays miners inflation. People think that Bitcoin's not proof of stake, but it is proof of stake. It means you have stake and mining hardware and electric bills. So it's a different form of proof of stake. It's the kind of stake that kind of, pollutes the environment a little bit. What's necessary. And so my point is, right now, those people that are sending Ethereum into the adoption amplifier, the reason they're doing that is because at the end of this day, they're going to get 1 billion Hex. So if let's say there was 10,000 ETH in there, if you sent 1,000 ETH, you would get 10% of the 1 billion Hex at the end of the day. So this is really interesting because really no one can get like a worse ratio than they deserve, because the other peers are setting it, right? So it's not like someone can get a better deal than you by getting in earlier than you. It doesn't work that way. At the end of the day, everyone's getting the same ratio. It's prorated. Like if you're a bigger dude, you put in more money, you're going to get more Hex out. By the way, I'm usually a little bit better at the old streaming and talking stuff, but I haven't slept in a long So if you want to join the adoption amplifier, which is the only thing that's going on today. So yesterday we had the snapshot, went perfect. Everything went fine. Then we processed that snapshot today, and we took a top hash, which is also called a Merkle root, which is weird because they're opposites, right? So it's a Merkle root or a Merkle top hash. And what that does is it lets us very space efficiently store all of the data of all of the balances of the Bitcoin blockchain, the ones that are relevant to our project. We don't let multisig claim. So all those whales with multisig wallets, you guys watching, you don't have multisig whales. Whales do. Okay, you guys can't claim. Mt. Gox trustee, 138,000 Bitcoin, can only sell them legally. No free coins for you, buddy. He's out. And once we did all the reductions and ran the math on the UTXO set before we top hashed it, I think there was only about 9.8 million Bitcoin or 9.86 million Bitcoin that could actually try to claim of the about 18 million total coins. So right off the bat, you know that as a staker, you're going to be given, like if you were the only staker in the system on day 353, you would get all of those coins, over half of the claim supply. But you'd actually end up getting more because those will get multiplied by up to threefold with the critical mass and virality bonuses. Math isn't exactly 3. So for instance, if a lot of really small addresses claim, then that pumps the reward more because, well, it's the math's hard to describe to you. So if I'm giving you unclaimed coins and then multiplying them by the percent that was claimed, it's they both end up going up, but like hard to explain math, right? So more claims moves the bonuses higher faster than larger claims does. Because while a larger claim is inflating its multiplier, it's also deflating what's being multiplied by, which is the unclaimed coins, right? So at least now, what other coins are going to be given out to all the people at the day 353? Satoshi's probably not going to claim. I think he's deceased. If he wants to come out and claim, he's totally allowed to. It's awesome. People are going to get a lot of late penalties. So if you don't claim your free coins, you start bleeding out 2% every week. And by week 50, you have nothing left. You can't claim anything. That prevents people like the Mt. Gox trustee from seeing a wonderful project, an innovative project with passionate, inspired, awesome people, of which so many people helped out tonight. We've got volunteers from all around the world. Everything that needs done, they help get done, right? They see that there's some spammers hitting up the chat room trying to scam people. Hey man, put me on as mod. And there's people I know, I trust them. All right, mod up, man. And then they go and kill the spammers, right? Beautiful. Great work. Thanks, Dan. We got 2 Dans. Thank you both, Dans. You did great work tonight. And then we've got Meme Squad making amazing memes. Now, because we've had so many, we've had, a couple thousand people join the chat room over the last week or 2, I think. I should publish the stats. The rate at which, I would go to sleep for 4 hours. I'd wake up and there'd be, 1,000 messages. So if I slept 8 hours, it would have been about 2,000 messages. And then it went absolutely crazy today. You can't do these types of world-changing, impactful things without help from people. You just can't. And what I found is that people that are passionate about the project are just hyper efficient. They really, really care. We've got, all right, guys, it's been absolutely fabulous. I haven't heard anyone's voice, but I felt connected.